Hi guys! Welcome to my classroom. My name is Christine and today we will be covering past simple versus present perfect tense. And so some of you may have seen in the past these two tenses when you've been learning English at your academies or at school. But today we are going to be covering when you should be using these in different situations. So I think we could all use the practice because it does get a little bit confusing. So what I will be doing is showing you two very similar sentences and see what the difference is. So if you take a look at the board, you will see that there are two similar sentences here, but both of these sentences are using the tenses above. So the first one is past simple and the second one is present perfect. And so let me explain to you what the first sentence means and what past simple brings to the table when we are using it in this sentence. So the first sentence says, I worked at YouTube as an analyst for 2 years. So when you use past simple, it means that the action is finished. It is complete. It is done. So when you said this to someone, maybe you are in an interview and you want a new job, you tell them about your past work experience. So you tell them, I worked at YouTube as an analyst for 2 years. So that means that you worked at YouTube, you are completely done with your time there, you are no longer working there, so you can tell your interviewer that you worked at YouTube because you no longer work there. So this is the sentence you would use if you no longer worked at the company. Now let's say you are again at the same interview and the person asks you, where did you work and for how long? This is when you would use the present perfect tense. You would say that I have worked at YouTube as an analyst for 2 years. So when you say have worked and you used present perfect, it is a continuous action. That means you are still working at YouTube. So it started in the past. You started working at YouTube 2 years ago and you are still there. So you have not quit yet. You are still there and you are working there for 2 years. And so you're just looking for a new job. So that is the two differences between these sentences, being that you did not leave the job at YouTube and that you are continuing your time there. So past simple tense often is used when you are answering a question. Like if someone says, did you eat? You would say to them, I ate. Very simple answer. And that is an example of past simple. However, if you want to say to someone, if they asked you, did you eat? You can also say, I have eaten, but it is not necessarily as complete and as finished of an answer as I ate. You can say, I ate already, or I ate, if someone asked you, have you eaten? So, biggest differences between these two tenses is that past simple is a fully completed action and is often used when answering questions. And then present perfect is when you are still continuing an action from the past and continuing on, or when time does not necessarily matter. So I hope that this makes things a little more clear for you guys. Remember the differences between the two. If you need to remember just one difference between the two sentences, it is that present perfect means that it started in the past but is continuing now, and past simple means that It started in the past and is already done and completed. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. I really enjoy teaching you guys. So if you like any of my videos or enjoy the channel that we have here with all of our videos, and please click that subscribe button up here. And then if you want to see any more of my other videos, just click on the links up here. You'll see them. And so I hope to see you guys soon, and have a great day.